After about 80 hours of gameplay, I decided to drop AC Shadows. I didn't finish the story, nor by that time didn't have any motivation to really figure out what happens next with Naue and Yasuke. Now, to some, playing 70 to 80 hours will mean that they like the game. I mean, why would you spend that many hours playing something you don't like, right? But for me, since I like to mess around with mechanics, create builds, and also do choreographed stealth gameplay videos, a 70-hour playtime, especially in massive RPG games, may just be me dipping in the shallow waters of a game. Not to mention the idle times when I had to leave the game open when I got occupied by chores and other stuff. But throughout those hours of playtime, I did enjoy some parts of the game, don't get me wrong. But the one thing that was running through my mind during the whole time was, damn, Valhalla is so much better than this. Now I know, some of you are probably raising your eyebrows and going on tantrums. Just let them out in the comments so this video gets some engagement. But hear me out first. The first reason why AC Valhalla is better than AC Shadows is the main character. Eivor versus Naue and Yasuke, Viking versus a shinobi and samurai. I wonder who will win. Anyway, what I mean by this is that Eivor has so much more depth than Naue. Yasuke though, I'm not sure since I didn't finish the game. And I know that he has this personal mission that connects with the Templars or something. So yeah, I'm not sure if he's more interesting, maybe not, I bet he's not. But look at it this way, Eivor was more interesting since I clocked 200 hours in Valhalla in like a month or two, while I ended up dropping Shadows less than a month after release. So why is Eivor more interesting? Well, I think it is a combination of how they introduced her and her backstory. Note here that I am using her since female Eivor is supposed to be the canon one. So from the get-go, we learn that Eivor lost everything. Her family and whole clan when she was just a child. She almost died in the process but was saved by Sigurd and adopted to the Raven clan. Then let's not forget that she is the reincarnation of Odin, allowing her to communicate with Odin or something like that. Now because of this, Eivor has a very unique and distinct view of the world, especially compared to the classic Viking tropes. This is why I hate it when people say that Eivor should not have been an AC protagonist. They like to say that Vikings are not stealthy and stuff. But even historians say that Vikings utilized surprise attacks when they were raiding to catch villages unaware, making their raids a tad bit easier. But for Eivor personally, she just has that Odin wisdom, making her use her wits and cleverness instead of just brute force. This is evidently shown in the flighting and stone stacking minigames, and even in dialogues and how the story progressed. It plainly shows how Eivor is so different from the typical Viking trope. And so her cleverness, Odin's hubris, and the fact that she lost her home and everything at the beginning made sense why she was so open to go to England and conquer it, to leave everything behind and make a name for herself.
Leave me now! You are nothing! With me, have wisdom, glory, power! What more do you need? Everything else. No!
And now let's go to Naue and Yasuke. Naue wants revenge because a group of masked people killed her father. That's fair. They've been in hiding for years because of the war, and eventually when that war reached them, it was used by the masked whoever they are to grab the whatever box. Sure. So Naue, who seems to have never gone outside their village and fought anyone truly skilled, goes on a rampage and successfully kills all her targets, including the so powerful Nobunaga. Okay. Then Yasuke, a very mysterious individual, especially at the beginning. He followed Nobunaga without question and had a hand in destroying Naue's village and killing the clan master. But this guy is the biggest Assassin's Creed simp ever. This guy was fighting Naue and saw her hidden blade and started simping. He followed Naue to God knows where and begged to follow her. It was so bad, dude, that execution. But I kinda see where they were going with it. They just had poor direction with that. I'm not gonna say more because I will probably go on a long tangent. But yeah, That is why Eivor is so much better than Naue and Yasuke as a protagonist. She has just so much depth compared to them. Now this is a minor one, but Valhalla had character customization in the form of hair, beard, and tattoo selections. This allowed us to make Eivor look different outside of just new gear and clothing. This made cutscenes a bit more engaging or interesting since we get to see the hair, beard, and tattoos that we've been unlocking. For shadows, well, they can't even keep helmets during cutscenes, lol.
Our Father, grant me salvation.
When does their god find the time to answer so much mumbling and whimpering?
You are reckless, Eivor. Jailbird could have been killed.
Who am I to stand in the light of a boy searching for his balls?
Don't excuse yourself. You enjoy this too much.
Stop. It wasn't Ivar who sent me. I sent myself.
Have caution, boy. Until your father is crowned, you're Mercia's enemy, not its champion. You understand?
I understand.
Good. Now return to Repton and remain there until we call.
Will you not stay, Wolf-Kissed? There is no king, but we have corpses to loot.
Burkhart's Lady Athelstwith is in Templebroth. I'm going to find out what she knows.
Your father?
Dead.
I offered him life, and he chose death. Stubborn until the end.
That's not what happened. You knew what he was hiding.
The more important question is whether you know.
A fancy lacquered box.
You don't know what's inside.
My father died protecting it. That's all that matters to me.
And of course, now it is lost.
I will find it.
You don't have to be a fool like he was. Abandon this quest.
No, I made a promise.
It is a path that only leads to death.
Then why am I still standing?
It killed your father, and it killed your mother. It will kill you next.
What does this have to do with my mother?
It has everything to do with Tsuyu.
Now, need I say more? Though to be fair to the voice actors, it is not their fault. I strongly believe it's how they were directed. I mean, just listen to this interview with Naue's voice actress.
But I don't know what this door is made of. Is it made of wood? Does it go like this, like slides like a Japanese door? Is it like one of these? Or, I had to ask all of the details questions so that I knew what I was doing, because it doesn't exist there. And those details you would naturally have in movies and sets, and you just kind of rely on it unnoticingly.
And compare it to any dialogue in the game. She's not the problem here, it's the direction 100%. So I have no idea if Mitsuhide is really the big bad of AC Shadows, cause like I said, I didn't finish the game. But regardless, he's a shit antagonist. Just compare it to Alfred in Valhalla, though I guess you can also view Basim as the big bad in Valhalla, but let's go with Alfred for this. It wouldn't really change much either way. Alfred is a great king, dedicated to the success of England, willing to do anything including the destruction of the Order of the Ancients to spread the grace of God and ensure that England will flourish. I think his monologue at the endgame sums it all up. Just listen and you'll see what I mean.
With the Order all but destroyed, you have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place. A universal divine order, inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England, whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You're the last of her kings, and yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish, and all those who defy him will fall away. Should you remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs! The cakes are burned! Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
Damn. That may have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing we will. As one lord to another, perhaps. I'm coming, my lady. I'm here.
Now, who do you think can blend in more? A small Japanese woman walking around the city of Kyoto, or a hulking Viking donning a hooded robe strutting around in Winchester? That's right, the hulking Viking wins. She can do social stealth. Now, I don't know why the AC Shadows doesn't have social stealth, but whatever. The last but not the least, the name of the group. Like, dude, League of the Hidden Blade. Let me give you a tip when naming things, especially for big budget games. You present that name and let it sit out for a day, maybe a week if it's really important. Like say, if your client is paying you 200 million or something. Then after you let it sit out, ask yourself, is the name okay? Does it sound right? Is it not cringe? Does it fit the brand and style of everything else in the franchise? If the answer is no, then please change it. I mean, how did we get from Hidden Ones, which is a cool name, to League of the Hidden Blade? I know Assassin's Creed needs to be a bloated game, but please leave the bloat out of the names. Next thing we know, we have a protagonist named Hubert Blaine Wolfe, whatever that was. And that's a real name, Google it.